The UFO disclosure is not what you think. You are watching everyone cheer because high-level political figures are threatening to finally declassify the UFO files. You think the establishment is panicking. You think it's a massive victory for truth. You are actually watching a masterclass in psychological capture. I'm going to reveal the exact, hidden, exopolitical operation being rolled out right in front of your eyes. But before I expose the endgame of the synchronized narrative, you must first understand the reality of the forces delivering the message. Is the government telling the truth that these crafts exist? Yes. Is the entire mainstream disclosure movement a meticulously engineered psyop? Absolutely. If you study the foundational exopolitical research of Ashiana Dean or the subquantum physics of W.R. Schoch, you discover a very uncomfortable truth. The political theater we see is not a glitch in the matrix. Major players operate as proxies for competing off-world factions. The Pleiadian Anunnaki, sometimes called the Tall Whites or the Olympians, who are currently waging a multi-dimensional turf war against rival deep state factions. They are not fighting to set you free. They are fighting over who gets to act as the landlord of the human energy farm. So why the sudden rush to talk about UFOs and non-human intelligence? Deep research that I've conducted and others has warned us about this specific agenda for decades. It is the final phase of a coordinated psychological blueprint. They have spent 50 years conditioning your mind with Hollywood narratives, engineered abduction stories, and controlled whistleblowers. The ultimate strategy is to manufacture an external threat or a staged benevolent rescue using ultra-real holographic projections, atmospheric plasma tech, and advanced black-budget military drones that they want you to think are from another galaxy. But why go through all the trouble of staging a space war? Because the real invasion is always done through consent. They cannot take your soul by force. They need you, so terrified of the sky, or so desperate for a savior from a galactic federation, that you willingly hand over your sovereignty to a centralized, AI-driven global authority. They want people begging for those digital IDs, biometric surveillance, and synthetic brain chips, all under the disguise of interstellar safety. For the human revival, here is your override code. There is no external savior coming. The political messiahs, the disclosure agents, the channeled ascended masters, they're all false light traps designed to harvest your emotional energy, what conscious pioneer Robert Monroe called loosh. The ultimate threat to their synthetic matrix isn't weapons. It is your biology. You possess the organic blueprint of the 12-strand DNA diamond sun DNA. And if you have heavy metals blocking your antenna, then you need to remove them, regulate your nervous system, and refuse to feed their grid. And let your electric biofield become a scalar weapon that burns our holographic space opera to the ground. Stop waiting for disclosure from the people who built the cage. You are the disclosure. Drop an emoji in the comments if you refuse their script. Hit that follow button, and let's reclaim our voltage.